Hey folks, welcome back to Coco Rare Coins and Currency. Hope you're well. Please do not close this video. What I'm getting ready to share with you is basic common sense, and it could potentially save you and your family a lot of misery over the next 1 to 2 months. If I were to tell you that this year there is a 2 to 3% chance that you're going to die, and if you're middle-aged, those are the numbers. If you're middle-aged like me, and I were to tell you there's a 2 to 3% chance this year you're going to die, you'd probably do something about that, such as life insurance. You're a prudent individual, so you go get you some life insurance. All right. If I were to tell you this year that there was a 2 to 3% chance that you'd be involved in a car wreck, what would you do as a prudent individual? You'd go get car insurance. Well, what would you do if I told you that this year there's a 2 to 3% chance that your home will be damaged by an act of God? So we're talking about hailstorms, floods, tornadoes, earthquakes, sinkholes, volcanoes, whatever. What would you do as a prudent individual? You'd probably go get some homeowners insurance. What if I told you, this is a little funny, but what if I told you that your cat was going to get sick this year? Well, you might go get pet insurance. Yes, folks, there is pet insurance. All right, so this is the purpose of the video. You know as well as I do that one day you will die, and so you have life insurance. One day you will get in a car wreck, so you have car insurance. One day you're going to, need to take, the cat to the vet, so you have pet insurance. All right, these are real things. These are real things that prudent people do. So, what if I were to tell you that about 10 days from now, on June 1st, that the US government was going to, for the first time in its history, default on its loans? Personally, I think the odds of this happening are 2 to 3%. All right. I don't expect it to happen, but it could. 2 to 3%. Just like the chance of you dying this year, you get in a car wreck this year, your home is being damaged by an act of God, your cat gets sick, 2 to 3% chance. All right. So what are you doing as a prudent individual to protect yourself if that 2 to 3% chance were to become reality? So that's the purpose of this video. If the US government were to default on its obligations, this, for the first time in history, this would be an absolutely worldwide global catastrophe. I have read at legitimate websites, places like CNBC and things of that nature, that virtually immediately upon that event, the US unemployment rate would hit 8.5%. The US stock market would drop 45%. The cost of lending, so we're talking about mortgages, car loans, things of that nature, would skyrocket to 20+%. Not to even mention the ripples that would go through the global economy when there are so many foreign governments that own US bonds, which are now not worth as much as they used to be because the US government stopped paying interest on them. All right. Again, folks, I don't think it's going to happen. It's a 2 to 3% chance. But what are you doing to prepare in case it does? You have health insurance. You've got, car insurance and homeowners insurance and pet insurance in case the cat gets sick. But do you have financial insurance? I guarantee you that if the US does default on its obligations, the price of gold and silver are going to go to the moon. I mean, we're talking to the moon. All right. There's no reason under that scenario why gold will not hit $10,000 an ounce. There's no reason why that would not happen. There's no reason why the price of silver would not skyrocket to $300, $400, maybe even $500 an ounce. These are real possibilities. Small possibilities, 2 to 3%. But again, that's the possibility we're going to die this year. We're going to get a car wreck this year. Trees going to fall on our house this year. We have insurance against those things. But are we insuring ourselves against a financial catastrophe caused by this dude? Okay. So, folks, if you don't want to take physical possessions of gold and metal, gold and silver, I understand. It's a hassle. You're worried about somebody at the post office stealing your stash and all this stuff and privacy and security. I get it. No problem. You can go to your brokerage account right now and buy paper contracts in silver and gold ETFs. Personally, I do have a very small amount of my total net worth tied up in gold and silver ETFs. Check out SLV. That's the silver ETF that I'm invested in. And also check out IAU. That's the gold ETF that I have some money in. That's a great place to park a small percentage of your money in case the absolute worst case scenario happens 10 days from now when the US government possibly could default on its obligations. All right, folks, I appreciate it. If you got something from the video, please click that like and subscribe button down below. It really helps me out. Coco, Rare Coins and Currency. We'll talk to you later. Good night.